Greetings, hey, it's Susie Q, working with a big band of energy. So, I've got just a new, fresh automatic written piece, and yesterday I had tremendous, horrible energies, very, very deep, and it was kind of like as if you're like you have it right here. The energy I could perceive the energy coming in. It was a wall of energy, and then it would come right into my body, and then it passed through. I had that 3 times yesterday. So I worked with a chiropractor, and he discerned that it was maybe some electromagnetic stuff, or we don't even know. I mean, it's like such a mystery, like what happened yesterday, but it was 3 times where I had that energy just here. It was like a wall of energy, and then eventually it came through my body and passed through. And so that was a big stinker. That's a big, freaking big stinker. I'm still kind of like out of it. So yesterday I was at the office. I had it twice during the office, and I just had to leave the office because I was really kind of messed up. Felt like vertigo, or I felt dizzy. I felt weird. I was still talking to people, but then that thing would come through, go through my body. Some people say it was a download. Some people said it might be something different. I don't know. I don't really like need the words necessarily. It's just the effect. The effect was a stinker. It was a stinker effect that happened yesterday. So we're going to talk about it again a little bit after I do this automatic written piece. So this is something I've done that's fresh. I have tons and tons of written material. And so today I thought, well, why don't I just, you know, read something new or write something new? So that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to pop this over here, and then we'll go through with the automatic written piece. Some of these things are kind of cheeky. So I'm always about Shakespeare. Anyway, reorganizing spirit talk initiates greater understandings of how we easily receive guidance from the higher realms. Noticing the rhythms, you relax into the eternal sounds of ecstatic reverberations. The echo stream reminds the self that past experiential fields come back for review. Understanding, learning, and most importantly, the echo runs the show. Snared in past narratives, stories, emotional ties, physical interruptions, loss, remorse, and so on and so on. Echo reverberates as a mindfulness practice of being in a state of beingness. We reorient our stage. As the thespian, you and I, we remind ourselves that theaters are not for wimps. The cast call realigns with the cast of characters, good or bad, righteous or despicable, characterizations to boot. Here we are. The script is finely tuned to the varied patrons who will resonate with the characterizations, the sets, the varied sense of life well lived. And there you are, watching the clouds go by. What journey did you embark upon? What character invoked something within you? What pleased you or what disdained your semblance of a life? What was the theater teaching me, guiding me, or finding the riddle within the cast of life? What do you resonate with? What is the next best thing that could create more beauty? Might be just this moment of time in a space of pure potentiality. And what does this really mean? Like a genie in a bottle, we ask. Beyond this or that, or the cat down the street, we each and all find our verve of letting things go, remembering how and why we are here now. We came from spirit, and now we find ourselves situated in a space. And here we are, just you and I, watching the clouds go by, a bird in the sky, it knows how to fly. Could it be that easy to just be? I don't know. So I think about Shakespeare a lot. I think about all of the different cast of characters, good and bad, the theater, the sets, the how do they find the right characters for the right roles. I mean, I just think all of these are kind of like the stories of our lives, right? Yes. I've had so many lives in this lifetime, and I can't even really process exactly what the heck was going on. But I just noticed that these characters and the sets and the scenes and the words that they are portraying to be are super, I don't know, evident. I think it's super evident that we've had so many lives in this lifetime. Let's just say we've had many lives, and then we find we have more lives from other lifetimes or going into the future. So all of these things are really fun and cheeky and kind of extraordinary and fun to just imagine what it was like when Shakespeare was actually present. So, all the written material. All right, going back to the energy thing that happened on yesterday, I went to the chiropractic office where I work, and then I think a person came in for a session. Then they always like to chat, so I'm always fine, to chatting. And then I noticed that at a certain point when she was talking, I had this big wall of energy and it was coming towards me. We were still talking and I'm still looking at her, but then all of a sudden it went right through me. And when it did it, I kind of got dizzy or feeling weird, and so weird. I've had vertigo, a couple years ago. That's not really, that wasn't really fun. And so then I did it again at the chiropractic office and I got that same wall of energy and it was just going, and I could see the energy coming through. The energy was already pretty robust and it was just coming towards me and it went through me and then it moved on. And so it's kind of weird. It's like, is it solar flares or is it what's happening, what's going on? But today I feel better. Yesterday I slept. When I left the chiropractic office, I went back home and I slept and slept and slept. And then when I woke up, I had that again. I had that same wall of energy. It was a huge, massive energy. I could perceive it. And then it would just go through me again. And that was the last time I had it. And that was like yesterday. So I'm just wondering if any of y'all are getting any weird experiences with like what's going on or how you feeling in your body or what are you enjoying right now? Or is there anything else that you're noticing that's different? And for me, back in 2015 is when I started having all these gifts. I had too many gifts at the same time. I don't recommend that for people. I happened to have a ton of gifts back in 2015. And it reminds me of that too, because that was when I was like semi disoriented and when you're getting, some people say it's like a download. Maybe I got a download, or an overload. I don't know. But but it reminds me of 2015. And again, I had some beautiful friends that helped me to process. And I've talked about this many times, but I really encourage you, if you're having any situations with processing different energies or different types of conceptual things that are new and strange, you can always contact me. We can maybe take a look at it and see if we can find any guidance there. All of that is very, very spectacular. But it was yesterday. Today I feel a lot lighter. I'm supposed to be working, but who cares? Anyway, but yeah, some of these energies right now on the planet, I think Pluto is in Capricorn and it's, Aquarius. I'm an Aquarian person. There's a lot of, you could say it's the Aquarian age or it's Pluto or it's, the cat down the street or whatever. But whatever it was that happened yesterday, and I think I already had it even when I came back. So I did Celebrate Your Life here in sunny Scottsdale. It was maybe like a week ago. And then after that, I was kind of like, kind of in a different energy field as well. So a lot of these things are helping us. I sometimes feel like, I don't feel good, or maybe there's something conspiring to help us to have a better experience with receiving new information, receiving new guidance, receiving new ways of being, and when we really look at that conscious light or that beingness, I think that's really kind of where the cool cats are. They're just hanging around, just like, I'm grooving, I'm just a being. And so the more that we go into looking at some of these, groovy, I don't know, groovy energies. It's moving through us. And so some people don't receive some of those energies because they don't need it, but apparently I needed it. So it doesn't mean that one person's better or not better or or purple, green, or yellow, but we just start noticing that we can help one another. If there's some things that are going on, some stagnant energy or some low vibes, low frequency, all those things are available for us to help one another. And I think all of this with the automatic writing, my Akashic records, my soul's messages, and my message today, all of these things are just kind of coming up to surface. It's kind of coming up to surface, and there's more stuff, there's more to know, of course, always, right? You know, because we're in this cosmological occurrence. We're on planet Earth. We've been here for a while. Eventually we'll leave. We'll go to some other place, right? Is that we have opportunities to just really assist one another, to love one another, to feel more joy and more happiness. Like even today, I was kind of nervous about taking my walk in sunny Scottsdale because I still was a little bit kind of like I don't know, spaced out. I don't know. But that download or whatever that was, it was big, you know, and I'm still feeling the effects today, but it's better. It's it's like 98% better than it was yesterday. So whatever you're desiring to have in your field, whatever you're creating, whatever you're wishing for, whatever you're experiencing in your field, find the joy and the verve and that feeling of I'm ready. I'm ready for something new, something expectant, something fantastic, something wonderful, and something amazing. So I think that's it for now. I just did that fresh new automatic written piece today. And again, like I say, I love Shakespeare. I like the whole vibe with Shakespeare. I like the whole of the theater. And well, guess what? We're all cast members. So we'll see you soon and namaste.